Eric Staal is a Montreal Canadien? What the? Hey everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to Post to Post. My name's Neil. Thanks for joining me today. Wow, a doozy. Montreal and Buffalo came out with a trade today. Wasn't expecting it. I mean, I would have expected Taylor Hall, or not Taylor Hall. Jeez, maybe some foresight there. I'm sure he'll get traded soon. I would have expected Eric Staal to get traded soon, but I don't know if he would have gone to my favorite team, the Montreal Canadiens, or this early. I would have figured it would be really close to the deadline before he went. Pretty predictable that he was going to be traded, but to my favorite team, the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not sure how I feel. I guess. Well, let's dissect this. Buffalo Sabres have traded Eric Staal to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for a 2021 third-round pick and a 2021 fifth-round pick. Buffalo will retain 50% of the salary, which means Montreal pays him $1.625 million, I believe, for the rest of the year. So that obviously hurts Montreal's cap, but I think they can finagle it for the most part. It may limit them to make future transactions closer to the deadline, but I'm not sure what Marc Bergevin has up his sleeve. So let's focus on what Montreal gives up first. Montreal gives up a third-round pick and a fifth-round pick in exchange for Eric Staal. You're getting experience in Eric Staal, not just regular season experience, not just leadership, but playoff experience as well. He brings a lot to the table, but you giving up a third-round pick and a fifth-round pick, is it worth it for the rest of the year? Because I cannot imagine that Eric Staal would re-sign in Montreal. I believe his family still lives in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. He's not going to want to stay in Montreal. So this is a temporary position for Montreal, which is fine, for Eric Staal and Montreal, which is fine. But I don't... There's a lot of potential here for Montreal, but I don't think it's worth it as of now. I don't think he's worth a third and a fifth. Fourth and a fifth, I'd probably be okay with, but a third, there's a lot of potential in the third, especially in these past couple of drafts. Guys have come out of nowhere and really surprised us from these later rounds. So I'm a little bit more cautious when it comes to trading picks. I know Montreal has a lot, which is great, and that's the piece that kind of makes it almost acceptable. Montreal has a lot of picks for this upcoming draft, so it's probably okay to throw some out and get something in return. In a way, I'm glad it was Eric Staal because, like I said, a lot of experience. He can come in and provide center depth. He'll be playing in the bottom six almost certainly. But you look at Corey Perry. I know most people don't like Corey Perry, regardless of what team Corey Perry plays for. I've always kind of liked him. I've got a jersey with his name on it from Anaheim. I was very happy when I heard he's come to Montreal. I think he's really thrived in Montreal, in my opinion. So seeing someone come in again like a Perry in Staal, I'm okay with that. I think he'll fit in with Montreal pretty good. He's going to provide a lot of different positive aspects to Montreal, and the risk is low. Even though if he doesn't work out, worst case you give up at that third round pick. The fifth round pick, it's whatever. The third round pick, you win some, you lose some. I think this is an acceptable risk, but I still don't know if I would have made for the third. He is not the greatest defensive player, and that's a bit concerning to me. It depends on who he's paired with, I guess, and what line. But he's never been a super talented defensive player. I would say he's probably average in the dots, and for an older guy, he's still able to be pretty offensively gifted. So it's something that Montreal needs desperately is offense. They one night, we'll say 4 games in a row, 4 or 5 games, they'll be completely anemic, can't score. And then they'll have 3 games where they just, they fill the net with 5 to 7 goals in all those games. It's a very bipolar team. They don't really know who they are, or they're a different team from night to night, and which makes it frustrating from a fan's perspective. So to see Eric Staal come in there with just a little bit more offensive punch, I'm definitely okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. I'm very curious to see who he plays with, though. I think there's going to be some line juggling. He'll probably maybe get an opportunity in the top 6 in certain situations, and he could thrive. I'm not really sure. His time in Minnesota was actually pretty impressive for his age, so maybe he still has some of that magic left, but I do not expect Eric Staal to stick around past this year. This is strictly a playoff, kind of He's just throwing a dart, basically, Bergevin is, and trying to pick someone up with leadership and experience for the playoffs, assuming Montreal makes the playoffs. That is not certain whatsoever. They're kind of on the inner bubble, basically. So still a little risky, but I think it's worth the risk for the most part. Montreal, if they make the playoffs, Eric Staal will be a huge help, a massive help. Same with Corey Perry. So Bergevin is really betting on this team to make the Stanley Cup, or the playoffs rather. So I'm not super excited about it. Like I'm talking about my team, which is exciting. They just acquired someone who's never played for them before, who has had elite status in the NHL in the past. You think that I would be a little bit excited, and I guess I am in a way, but I'm just reserved, I guess, to be completely honest with you guys. I don't script these videos, I just kind of talk, I just think out loud, basically. I feel a little bit reserved. I'm cautious of this scenario. From Buffalo's perspective, this is great. This is awesome. I think Buffalo wins, well, it's almost a win-win-win. I think Eric Staal wins because he gets out of Buffalo. No offense, Buffalo. Montreal wins because they get the experience and a little bit more offensive power and leadership. And Buffalo wins because they're losing Eric Staal anyway. They're not doing anything this year, and they get a third, and they get a fifth. So I think at the end of the day, Buffalo's lost 16 games in a row, but on March 26th, 2021, they did get a win, and that was getting rid of Eric Staal, who they were going to lose anyway, and getting some picks for the future. And maybe that's what they need. So who knows what will happen? I don't know when Montreal's next game is. I'm not sure if they're still on lockdown protocol or not as I'm filming this. Doesn't matter. I'll look later. But it's still going to be exciting to see him play. I believe the Canadian government is working with the NHL to make the quarantine 7 days instead of 14 days. I'm not sure if that's actually legally approved yet, but I believe it's either close or it's done. So Eric Staal should only have to quarantine for 7 days when he flies from Buffalo to Montreal. So we'll keep an eye on that, and obviously I'll watch his first game. I watch all the Canadiens games, and I'm wondering if any Buffalo Sabres fans are going to watch that first Eric Staal game in Montreal just to see if he performs any better in Montreal than he did Buffalo. Was Eric Staal's issue this year an Eric Staal issue or a Buffalo issue? So I'm half thinking that there might be some Sabres fans who might switch over and watch that first Canadiens game with Eric Staal in it. So if you are one of those Sabres fans who are interested in that, please let me know down below in the comment section. How you guys feel about this trade? Do you think Montreal won? Do you think Buffalo won? Do you think Eric Staal won? Or do you think no one won and this trade was crap? So we'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new. Please hit the like button. And I had a video scheduled for today, which was Jersey Concepts. Had no other intended videos for today, but had to talk about this. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to release that typical Friday concept video, or if I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning. I'm still deciding, so keep an eye out on the channel for the video later tonight or tomorrow morning, but it is coming. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great start to your weekend, and I'll catch you soon. Adios.